Hello everybody, it's me, Riffraff Hornhelm, and I'm back again with another presentation from the Dwarven Vault, and today we have a monster review. And today we're going to talk about a ginormous creature. We're going to talk about Titans. And we're going to take the Titan from the original monster manual as used with basic Dungeons & Dragons and advanced Dungeons & Dragons, or what's typically called 1E. And let's talk about the Titan. Now, these are a huge creature, and sometimes you'll find them in the company of storm giants who will act as, I guess, vassals or minions or something like that for the Titans. And they have that Greek, they're over here. They have that Greek Adonis type look. And, but very large, amazing, but perfectly proportional and buff looking and all that kind of good stuff. Now, the Titan is obviously something that comes to us from Greek mythology, and but it does kind of fit in well with Dungeons and Dragons, particularly because of the fact that they interact with giants. Now, Titans vary a bit. The way they're set up in the book is you get a degree of Titans with a die roll to determine what it is. It's going to be somewhere between 17 and 22 hit dice. Think about that. Think about if it's 22 hit dice. I mean, it's a lot more than just the DM rolling a lot. It's a really, really tough creature. And to top it off, the armor class on this, which also varies by the specific Titan, and the armor class will vary from 2 to -3. Wow, right? These are like super genius intelligent, truly a amazing and frightening creature. They have all kinds of special defenses, but they're already 60% resistant to magic, which is, wow, right there. And, these guys have an awful lot of power. Now, on the plus side, they are lawful good. So if you're a good creature, you have the potential, at least, of getting a Titan's assistance, possibly. They can become invisible at will. They can levitate or plane travel twice a day. They have psionic abilities. They're not the most powerful psionic abilities, but at the same time, they still have them. They can do all the, illusionary backgrounds that don't go away unless you disbelieve or use magic to dispel them, this kind of stuff. Now, in addition to having the psionics, they also have magical abilities. They can do, in some cases, up to 7th level magic. And I think roughly equivalent in cleric as well. It's an amazing creature on the good side. It's something that if you run into them and you have them on your side, that's a real benefit. You're going to be able to get a lot of help from these folks. It's kind of like being a giant with a lot of magic. And how could that go wrong? But a Titan is definitely going to be a tough creature, and I asked my fellow Hornhelms about, hey, you ever run into a Titan? I never have, and I got pretty much a universal no on that side. They don't typically hang out in the kind of areas, they're not hanging out underground. They're hanging out in cloud castles and things like that, mountain tops. We generally don't have any engagement with them. Now, that's us dwarves, at least. Now, in the gaming world, of course, well, things are different, and we went to the DMs and the players and said, well, how would you rank a Titan? The DM said that as a helper for the party, and being as powerful as they are, they'd probably give them like a 6, and maybe a 6.5. I think that's fair. Players, they said, as a helper from their view, they tended to give them more like a 7.5. They thought they had a great deal of value because of all the magic they could do, and because they were super genius, intelligent beings. The advice and the lore and the things that they knew were extremely useful to them as player characters. And that's actually a very fair comment. I hadn't looked at it quite that way. So, but definitely a powerful, powerful creature, and one that is powerful for the forces of good. And that's not a bad thing to have, right? So, if you haven't ever used a Titan before and you have the right kind of scenario for it, consider using it. It's nice if you're able to use them in conjunction with Storm Giants. I've only done it once on that side where I put it into a dungeon that way, but it worked out really well. So, in any case, my friends, that is the Titan. We hope you found today's presentation to be interesting, amusing, educational, all that kind of good stuff. If you did, please be so kind as to leave us a like. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Drop us a line, share with your friends. But most of all, come back and see us again real soon. We thank you so very much for your kind support. Take care, everyone. And remember, dwarves rock!